How can I do this? How can I make this nice? I think I can. I think it's all kind of fucked. I think it's all kind of fucked, man. We're good. Look at that. Easy. Done. Easy done, easy done, easy done, and it looks acceptable. No, it's functional. That is exclusively what it is, and it is nothing else. It is functional. It is enough to get the job done. But it can rain at any time, and it doesn't matter. Can I move that up? It looks so... I don't like the... It looks terrible. Oh, God, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. You know? Like, it works. It gets the job done. That's what we're here for. We're here to get shit done. I would have done it in stone, realistically. But I don't have any of the... I don't have any steel. Got stone. I need steel. It's steel because in order to make the fucking crafting table that I need, stonecutter, I need iron. So, kind of in a place. I gotta go get iron. But making a lot of charcoal feels good. Feels good. It does feel good. You know, we're making things happen. Guys, we are so fucking close to finishing all the charcoal work. Put that back in here. We're so close. We're so close. So many tales. It's been tales old stuff. Oh man, we only have to do this a handful more times. It's gonna be great. And then I'm gonna end the stream. It's gonna be what a productive day. What'd you do? Fucking jack shit. Fucking made some stupid ass fucking whatever the fuck. It's fucking what'd you do? Made some charcoal. I made some charcoal today. That was about it. That was the big highlight of the stream. Thanks for coming in, guys. It was live. We've been live for almost an hour now, and we've done nothing but make charcoal. Exceptional work, team. Exceptional work, and with your support, I can make charcoal for the rest of my life. That's the thing, is I would want to record, or I'd want to stream stuff that I wouldn't normally do a series on. That's the catch, right? If I do a stream, it's gonna be something like a Souls game, or just something more casual and fun. Something that's not very, like, story-driven, very intense. You know, something that I would need to, like, focus and pay attention to. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't stream Mass Effect or The Witcher. You know, God of War, Uncharted's. Like, those games are ones that I'd want to make, like, good quality focused videos on. And realistically, streams, like, even if it's like, oh, we're all experiencing it live together, it's like all it takes are alerts or, you know, responding to the chat to, like, break the tension or the immersion of a moment. And it's like, that doesn't always happen. I can make it can totally work. But, like, at least the way, like, I want to approach that kind of content, the way I want to approach those story-heavy games is with a full focused mind, with nothing but the game itself really influencing me. You know, that, and I would feel bad in a way of, like, turning off the alerts and, like, you know, not speaking to you guys who are talking, right? Like, I wouldn't want to ignore you guys in the middle of the game. right? But I also wouldn't. So it's like I wouldn't want to go into a live stream. It's like we're live. However, I'm not gonna talk. There's no alerts. I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna respond to chat at all. But you can watch this live. You know. Which on one hand, it's like, you know, maybe that would be exciting for some people. You know. But I think part of what makes live streaming exciting and fun and different is that you do have the interaction. You do have this sort of like everybody together seeing the same thing at the same time in the same moment. Together. Everyone's like, oh my god. Right? And it's just, if you take that away, you know, it's not as, you lose some of the elements of why bother even streaming it, you know? But there's just so many nuances to it, but for the most part, that's just how I would approach it. You know, plus let's also be real, like, the other big thing is when people are watching, right? People are watching the stream. They're having a good time. But like, what if you're at work? You know, what if you're somewhere else? What if you're busy? What the fuck was that? You know, and so you miss the stream, right? And you're not left behind, but you're kind of coming up afterwards. And yeah, you can rewatch the Vaughn, but it's not the same. You know, it doesn't hit the same. You can see the chat and all that. You can make comments still, but it's like the moment's already happened. So it's just like a weird disconnect. You know? It's like when I had a birthday party when I was 8 and only one person showed up. You know? It's just like, I mean, that's not really a great analogy at all for this situation, but man, I'm so happy. So much charcoal. Ah, finally. And that is all the meat that's not the deer meat. Just need to verify. Fuck. God, I hate when it does that. Have I seen any good shows lately? The Night Agent was sick. I don't know if y'all have seen that shit on Netflix. Like I like NCIS and like the true crime shit and that whole kind of thing. So the Night Agent seemed really interesting. It's like, what is this even? What is this like? It's good. It's gonna be like some super generic like action suspense flick, whatever. But it's like, no, it wasn't actually. The way they do the show is actually very interesting, and it honestly kept me engaged, which was even weirder to me. Right? Because I was sitting there like actually paying attention like really intensely, because like every scene mattered and all the characters mattered. And well, yeah, there are some very minor complaints which I will not spoil here, and by minor I mean like one, which I think if you changed it, it would only make the show better. But I think because it is what it is, I don't think it makes the show worse by having it. I just feel like they didn't have to. You know? They didn't have to do it. But I loved it. I loved it since the first episode. I was like, what's this? And then, how do you talk about it without spoiling it? It's really good. You know, it's really cool. It's a really good show. I was really surprised by it. My coworker fucking recommended it. And he like hyped it up. He was like, you seen The Night Agent? I'm like, no. He's like, dude, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I'm like, it sounds pretty good. He's like, you don't understand. It's amazing. I'm like, okay. He's like, God, it's so good because it's like, I'm like, what's the generic idea? It's like, basically, the Night Agent is basically just this. Well, it's basically this guy that's his entire job is to sit in a basement, and the only thing in that basement with him is a phone. And if the phone rings, he answers it. I'm like, okay. And he's like, well, I don't want to spoil it. It's like, basically, it's like this phone number, the phone number that they have to call that leads to that phone is like if the FBI needs help. He's like, who does the FBI call? The FBI is 911. And I'm like, oh, so it's like that elite fucking like, you know, how do you even say, like, how do you kind of like who do the cops call when they need help? Who does the SWAT team? It's like that next tier up of like, oh, you thought these guys were amazing? Well, they have this team they call in when they need help. And it's like, yo, they would need help? What situation would require that? It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. I highly recommend the show in a heartbeat. And then Shadow and Bone. I swear to God, if they cancel it before season 3, it's gonna be some bullshit. I don't care. Like, they set it up for a season 3. If they cancel it, because they've been on a fucking spree. Which, to me, is, like, wild. I don't... Oh, God. I was like, yeah, I could rant about that. It's like, man, Netflix has, like, good shows sometimes. Sometimes. And then they cancel them. And it's like, what do you... You literally said it did really well. What are you fucking doing? Why are you canceling it? And they're just like, whatever. It's like, are you fucking kidding? Is this a joke? But you'll keep all these other shitty shows and you'll come up with like god-awful reality TV. It is not like most of it's not even like funny bad. It's just like, this is uncomfortable bad. Like, oh my God, what was it? Something, it was like, I forget the name of it, the fucking Related show or whatever. It's a dating show, but the idea is it's like a brother and a sister or something, and then they're trying to date other people's brothers and sisters, and it's like this weird fucking thing, and I'm like, why? Why does this exist? Who sat in the fucking pitch room at Netflix and said, guys, what if we took people's brothers and sisters, put them in a dating game together so the brothers could watch their sisters try to get laid, and the sisters can try to watch their brother try to get laid, and then that at the end maybe they fall in love, who knows? And then they're like, fund it, let's go, what are you waiting for? We have like 8 people we can have write this. We have like 10 people, let's go, light it up. But no, like, how about we have like a actually good show, but it's like season 1, nope, that shit out of here. That goddamn horse shit out of my boardroom. Sir, it did record numbers. We don't give a fuck about the numbers. The numbers could be amazing. We don't care. We don't give a shit. It does not matter to us at all. Thanks, Netflix. Love it. Damn. And it's like, on one hand, it is wild how much they throw money around. It is insanity. And it's like, I don't want to... So it's like them canceling shows, I can only imagine is because they're trying to just, instead of investing the money into a second season or something, or a third season or whatever, a next season, they're just like, let's just reinvest that money into a new show instead. Why? 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 Why spend the money? Why spend the money on a sequel season or whatever when we could just make another show that could make just as much money the first time? Instead of having a long-running show that does really well, we could just have a bunch of short shows that do fine. It's the only thing I can think of, because why else would you cancel a successful show? Because they think starting a new show is going to make more money than what the sequel season would make. And that's the trade-off. And it's like, no, I literally can't imagine anything else because it's so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any goddamn sense, man. Like, for real. It's ridiculous. Netflix, what the fuck are you doing? God. I don't even care that much, but it's annoying. And then they wonder why they're dropping subscribers. It's like, because, like, you want to have original programming to get people in the door, to get to Netflix, right? But then you cancel the original programming that they came for, and then you're surprised they leave. So you're like, no, wait, but we got this other shitty show where we take the peoples and their pets and we try to set them up with other people with different pets that the other person doesn't like. It's called Rough Time. It's horrible. It's just the worst. It's actually garbage, but you might want to watch it. 8 episodes, season 1. A lady with an iguana and a man with a chihuahua. The woman, terrified of chihuahuas. The man, he has, whatever that phobia is for lizards. And then they try to get them to date, but with their animals. Riveting. I hate it mostly because it feels like something that Netflix would actually do. It actively disgusts me. I feel gross thinking about it. Because it's like, oh no, Netflix, don't do that. I will say, briefly, the first season, The Floor is Lava was kind of neat, you know? But for the most part, that game felt rigged as fuck. That entire thing felt so goddamn rigged. Like, really bad. Like, they made every surface, like, unrealistically slippery and ungrippable. Like, it's one thing for, like, Ultimate Ninja Warrior, right? Because they set up, like, hard courses. But when Netflix does, like, the later seasons of Beastmaster, it's basically, like, they set it up to where it's, like, technically possible. Technically. And it's like, well, yeah, you want to have the best performers be able to make it through. It's like, but what happens if, like, they don't? What happens if you find out, like, oh, well, the spacing was off. So, like, half the season got eliminated for no reason. That's what it feels like. Like genuinely feels like that. Get wood. Bones. I can upgrade my shield. Oh. Max quality, baby. Let's go. Hell yeah. That's a lot of charcoal. That's a lot of charcoal. That's 2,938. Wait. So if a whole stack is 100, 29 stacks? Is that it? I don't know math. I don't know math right now. It's too early for math. Fuck this shit. Alright. God damn it. Oh god. It's really funny. Oh. Alright. Well, it's been a good run. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Stick around for more this shit later. And, see you guys in the next stream.